For the next few days only, hence I'm filming this in the pissing rain and questioning my life choices, I'm driving the Nissan Ariya NISMO, which combines all of the benefits of the regular 87 kilowatt hour Ariya e-Force with a host of motorsport inspired upgrades. The messaging from Nissan is that just like its NISMO stablemates, it's designed to be everyday accessible, offering performance in an affordable, practical package. Basically, it's all about turning the family-friendly Ariya into something a little more rowdy. But it's more than just a max power style body kit and cool Formula E style rear fog light. All of these aero tweaks, the ducktail rear spoiler, twin diffuser, front splitter complete with canards, combine to reduce lift by a whopping 40% versus the standard model. And these special 20-inch Enkai wheels reduce unsprung mass and improve brake cooling, while special Michelin Pilot Sport EV tyres increase grip. Under the hood, or should that be axles, you get dual motors delivering 429 horsepower and 443 pound-foot of torque, enabling a 0 to 62 time of 5 seconds flat. Not exactly the quickest of performance EVs. Not only that, but the accelerator seems to have been mapped in a way that holds back the power until you push past a kickdown point. Thanks to enhancements to the e-Force four-wheel drive system, it achieves greater turning and lateral forces than the GTR NISMO. By applying a knowledge from that car's famous Atessa system, Ariya NISMO's specially tuned e-Force system can maximise grip by adjusting the power sent to each wheel 1,000 times per second. VDC has been tuned, spring and damper rates increase, and there's a stiffer front anti-roll bar. As a result, it's firm, very firm. And whilst it's reasonably damped, it's very fidgety over bumps compared to the standard model. Interestingly, adaptive dampers don't even make the options list. You just have to put up with the standard passive ones. The steering system has been optimised as well to provide more direct feedback, but it's still way too light. Nissan's iBooster increases braking performance with revised regeneration tuning, whilst on the mechanical side, the ABS has been retuned. But it could still do with bigger discs and pads to cope with that additional power. Flick the Ariya into NISMO mode and it sharpens the throttle response and sends 60% of the power to the rear wheels, meaning you can coax a touch of oversteer. Surprise, surprise, it's not the most efficient car. Real-world range is around 215 miles, quite a lot less than the claimed 261 miles, plus charging caps at 130 kilowatts. Not class-leading, but sufficient, I guess. Although half an hour is a long time to kill if you're in a business park. Trust me, I spent a long time looking at nothing in particular in Halfords and often spent up to a week's salary on Hot Wheels 5-car gift packs just to keep the kids quiet. Henry Birch, if you're watching this, please do feel free to sponsor the channel to fund my kids' die-cast vehicle habit. I digress. I love the redesigned interior with special digital instrument graphics, darker headlining, wood trim and suede-like sport seats, together with the signature NISMO red accents and ambient lighting. It all feels very plush and well screwed together. And this carpet, oh, the shag pile's so deep you could lose your socks. And listen to this, the reversing sounds. It's supposed to be a gentle chime, but it's like a ghost or a giraffe humming. Yep, it's true. The towering chimes of Africa's savannah hum at night. Infotainment is starting to look a tad outdated. The graphics are wishy-washy and it's slow to respond. But the screen is big and the sat-nav is easy to use. Sadly, stuff like the lane assist and speed limit warning are buried within the settings of your driver instrument display. You'll want to turn those off because the audible warnings will drive you insane. And Nissan favours these touch-sensitive icons rather than physical buttons. I mean, they look smart, but they're irritating as hell to use. It offers comfortable seating for 5 adults with a flat floor in the rear, providing excellent legroom, while rear headroom is adequate for a 6-footer like me, and boot capacity is 408 litres. which is pretty good for a car in this class. Priced from £56,620, it's just £1,780 more than the range-topping Ariya, and almost 10 grand below the Hyundai Ioniq 5N, 5 grand below the Tesla Model Y Performance, and 3 grand below the Kia EV6 GT. This car marks Nismo's return to Europe, and Nissan is hoping it can capture the attention of enthusiast followers with its revival of the badge, but then also says they've positioned it to go up against the Volkswagen ID, GTX and Cupra Tavascan, both of which are cheaper. And that's probably because, in terms of raw acceleration and sports car handling, it doesn't quite hit the nail on the head. It's competent rather than fun. Yes, injecting it with Nismo DNA has made the Ariya more dramatic to look at and experience with its snappier handling and synthesised electric motor whine, and it is more than a trim upgrade, but its sportier key rivals are far more superior. Given Nismo has 40 years of motorsport heritage, I just feel it could have been so much better. Perhaps they're saving it for a Nismo RS model. If you enjoyed this deep dive more than I did making it, please hit that like button and subscribe for more of the same Discover EV style. I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. Fucking not. Oh, and now the sun's come out. Wonderful.